Hello and welcome back to Once Driven, Forever Smitten. It's been a while, but I've got an excuse. I've not been well, which I'll go into in a bit. But the result of which is, I've done nothing on cars for ages, to the point where I have no road legal cars. The Omega's MOT ran out 2 days ago, so I'm getting it MOT'd this afternoon. But I've got so much to do. It is raining really heavily. There's floods everywhere. It's the end of October. They've like evacuated Hoyk and bits of Peebles, I think. But I'm going down to the unit because I need to get work done on the Omega and I need to get work done on the Vectra B, the smashed one that the junkie did, which I've nearly done all the video for. Things are all a bit out of order. I've got loads of stuff like half done, everything. But I'm going down to the unit to get the 16-inch wheels for the Vectra, and then I'm going to go across and get tyres for them from Scott Tyre. And I also need to go to Dingbro to get a few bits and pieces as well. I've been pushed into action because Pete's coming up on Sunday with his Nova to drop it off at a storage facility in the Borders. So we're going to be doing a whole load of stuff associated around that before he goes away to Singapore. But I'm just going into the unit to get these wheels, and I don't know what it's going to be like. It might be quite flooded and stuff. But aye, yep, we're back. Man, it is so flooded down at the unit. Take a look at this. I'm going to have to try and back right up. Shit. I'm not going to well. Look at that. It's right up to the door. I'm going to have to try and get as close as I can. Great. I'm going to get wet. Man, this is bad. Look at this. I'm not getting out in that. I do not have wellies. I'm going to have to, I don't know. What am I going to do? Shit. Right. I've opened the boot. So if I can get up to the door and climb through the back of the car, then I should be able to get to the padlock and open the door without getting in the deep water. I hope. God, you can hear it sloshing about. Oh, let's give this a go. Come on, seat. You move to there. If I put this big wheel in the water, I can stand on it. Fucking genius. I am so clever. Hey! Car's right in the back. Four wheels picked up. Fuck. I still have dry trainers. That is not far from coming in there. What, I'm spectacularly unfit. Move this up here so I can close the boot. Okay, so I've been and picked up 6 tyres from Scott Tyre at Newbridge, and I've got my bits from Dingbro. I've just been to my mum and dad's because I've got some wellies off my dad to go and get into the unit. Oh, he's coming out of here. I'd better be quiet. God, the roads are so bloody busy around here. It's never stopped raining, and the garage looks like it might flood, so I'm going to have to get in there with Kenzo later on. But for the moment I'm going to take the Omega down and get it MOT'd right now, but because of all the stupid roadworks in West Calder, I'm going to have to go all the back roads. So hopefully this passes and goes through. I've just also found some camera equipment and other things in the back of my mum's car, which I had forgotten where it was, so that's good. I'm collecting things that I've forgotten where I've left them everywhere. This is positive progress. Well, that's me here at RCA, just waiting to get into the MOT bay, and it will not stop raining. But hopefully this is going to go straight through, because it's only done 30,136 mile, which isn't bad, but temperature's dropped, it's getting a bit nippy, down to 7 degrees. So I'm going to do this and then I'm going to go back up the road. I have collected some wellies from my dad, so I need to get them dry. Well, I'm going to put them in the radiator and warm them up a bit, because they've been in the garage for a long time. And then we'll see how it goes down at the unit. Well, delighted to say that it passed, which is important, because it means I've now got at least one road legal car again. But as expected, straight through, no advisories, no problems, anything like that. Neil's tailpipe fabrication was getting quite a lot of compliments. So that's the Omega sorted for now. I still need to give it a service. I do need to do the spark plugs on it. Look at the flooding here. This is like the back road underneath the train track. Look at that drainage pipe, it's all burst. Look at that. I've never seen that before. Please stop raining. I don't want my unit flooded. Okay, so obviously I've driven this up the road, but I don't really want to drive it back down to the unit. I need to do the tracking, and as you can kind of see where I've done the rack end, that wheel's sticking out loads compared to this one with the steering wheel straight. So I'm going to have to get the measuring tape out, kick that wheel in a bit, because the weather is really wet and it drives proper bad like that. It's getting 2 new tyres and going for its wheel alignment and MOT in the morning anyway, but I still don't want to drive it like this, so I've got the trolley jack and the measuring tape and everything here.
Unbelievable. Oh no.
I've had this at the side of the tyre like that. Right, what we there? At the house. You're right on the edge, yeah, aye. You've got that level with the bumper strap, aye. 71, right, take it to the back and go about halfway up. So it's straight.
So it's a tyre.
65. Something like towed it. 60. Right, we'll just set that out. Right, so in here, slackened the lock nut and I've got the vice grips on it, and you can see the edge of the tyre. Well, maybe not, but I need to move that and drag it, so I'm pulling the tyre in the way. Right, and I've not much,
There's not much in it now.
left to go. Just let's try that. Knock that nut off, and we'll go and measure it. Right, so let's measure it. We'll go. That, right. You keep it tight along the bottom edge of the bumper. About 64.
No, give us a chance,
Right.
to get an edge of tyre. But yeah, right, that's me right on the edge.
65 I would say. Right, let's go at the back. Take that up. 60, 65 I've got.
Right, that's me right on.
65, right, we're equal. That should be. That's.
We'll bring it up the road before we get
It's
it.
close enough, like it's
Right.
a lot safer than.
What it was before.
What is that? Tighten that lock nut up. Wait, stop. Start. These wellies are proper mouldy smelling, but they've been in the radiator for a couple of hours. Did you bring your wellies, Kenzo?
No.
Of course you didn't. No. Well, that's just great.
I've not got wellies.
What are you going to do then?
I'll get in, don't worry about me.
My Sainsbury's shopping's coming anyway. You're feeling confident that this is going to go down the road and come back up alright then? Right. Let's go and see what it drives like now. Should be alright. See tomorrow, see if I can get the panels changed for Sunday as well. The Vectra's driving surprisingly well, considering we've just done the wheel alignment with a measuring tape, because it was like 60mm towing out, I think, from our very basic calculations. So let's get it down the unit and get the rest of these MOT repairs done, so we can get it ready for Sunday to go and meet Pete. I forgot how fast this thing actually is. I always say that. It does actually go well with a close ratio box in it. There's the wrecker away past, so we don't know what's going on. The police are going to wave us by here, right? There must have been an accident.
Right, there is. Oh, there
Tip that up.
There we go. Aye, we've got.
Well, so that's it. That's the Vectra rebuilt to the extent that it drives on the road again well enough and can go for its MOTs. It's been quite an adventure since she went and slammed it into a lamppost.
Picture there.
Madman! Down the road.
Was it? I'm only here 5 miles. Where did it go?
Woo! Look at that! That's looking nice. Oh, aye.
We've had to hear his Stevie's Cavalier here. It's looking nice. He's had a bit of work done on it here. A bit of paint work and wheels and exhaust looking very nice. If you see down there, he's had some new arches and all that, looking very good. Come back, straight back up. Whoa, whoa, burn it. Forward.
Oh, sorry, are you joking? What's that? Right, that's Friday night at the garage finished. Rose boost done on the Vectra, exhaust sealed up. That'll do nicely. So it's now on to Saturday and get the tyres on the Vectra and get it MOT'd. So I'll catch you later. Cheers. Okay, so take 2 Saturday morning. Need to go and get the tyres done on the Vectra B. So the tyres are currently sitting in the Omega. So I think I'm just going to pile everything into the Vectra, to hell with it. I'll just take it because I'm going to do the 217s on the back as well. I'm just going to shift all those over now. Check these babies out. Minted. Uniroyal Range Sports. A rated for wet grip. Lovely stuff. Of course, getting them into a Vectra is a lot more complicated than getting them into an Omega. Right, so I'm at Arnold Clark Vauxhall in Livingston before I do anything else because I've got the car pass to get for that Vectra C because it won't start because the ECU's blank, which is another video which will turn up just after these ones. But basically the ECU's got broken pins in it, which is part of another video, so I put a new blank one on it, but I don't have the car pass, I've got everything else. So I've got to go here to go and hand in ID and this. I can't do it over the internet or anything. So I'm going to go and get that sorted before I go and get the tyres done. What do you reckon? This is the future. An e-Corsa. See, look. Plugged into the wall. I think I'll be sticking to my petrol for just a little while yet. Although I'm not completely against the idea of electric cars. Ideally, if I can get an electric motor and put it in something like this, that would be alright. Great, so I'm trying to do the radio code, and what you need to do is hold in AS with the radio off, but nothing happens. Not a damn thing happens. This radio's locked itself out. Doesn't matter if you do it switched on. Saturday afternoon, there's not a lot of time left to get the MOT done, so we're going to have to go and double team this and see what we can do to get it sorted. Righty-ho! Standard wheels back on for now. we're getting tight to MOT time. I've got the 16s on it, I've got it jacked up in there because the bloody exhaust is leaking at the front again. So I'm going to try and put another couple of clamps on it now. We might need to try and run down to the local store and see if they've got anything. As you can see here, here's a replacement panel car, the 2.6 V6 Auto, which I don't even know if it's been in a video before, but this is the wing, the bonnet and the bumpers all going to come off and go in this for tomorrow, but we'll probably have to do the MOT first. So I'm going to see if I can seal this exhaust up now, see how we get on with it. Just needs a bit of paste in at the front of the clamp now. I'll probably have to replace the clamp for one that's smaller because it is too big. But I'll see if they'll let us go and pack it out with some paste if they've got some there before the MOT test starts when it's sitting on the ramp. Everything else should be alright. Should drive well with these new rain sports on it. I can hear it clicking away there. The chemical metal job didn't work, it just broke with too much flex in the exhaust, so you can seal it up, but due to the movement of the engine it's just going to keep resetting and cracking again. So, well, the good news is when we're leaking exhaust clamp, I've got a loan of some paste so we can go and jam it up for the MOT. But I'm going to have to put a new clamp on it long term, like, because I don't think it's going to keep lasting. It might last a week or 2 weeks at best when it's all sealed up. So aye, we'll see how it goes. Lovely blue skies now compared to the rain for the other days. Hopefully it's like that tomorrow. Aye, Kenzo's on lights, washers and horn duties for the MOT. It's got through the emissions, so that's the main bit so far.
Oh, well, I didn't ask him. He's done this before. He got the MOT guys already.
Oh, I might have done it.
The other one. Left hand in the gear. Perfect. Fog light.
You get the foggies, you came with that, woohoo!
Fucking man. That one is switched on.
Aye, is it a Vectra 4?
Switched on that way.
Happy days. Sun's shining on my poor knackered Vectra. I move it back, spin it round so it's facing out. Woo, we've got an MOT. Beautiful. Right, so we're back and the sun's out for a change and it's quite nice. Here's this thing that I bought for down south. I've not even looked at it, but it runs like a bucket of bolts and I know where the key is. The battery will be flat on it. Auto box. I'll be having those cup holders. I'm after them. But mission now is, let's go and make poor smashed Vectra all one colour using this thing. Alright then, so it's getting on for 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I've got to be out at dinner tonight. Kenzo's got to go to some god awful birthday party. So we'd better start stripping these two motors down, getting all these bits transferred over. I'll start on this one, you take that one. And we'll just start getting the lights and things out it and see how we get on. Obtain correct socketage for a start. Again, that one shouldn't be too hard to come apart because we've already done it. See how many bits I'm missing out of this one. See what the samplage off this. Oh, that sounded like something. Oh, that's good. Multi-part grill. Quality. Oh, well, let's disassembly time. Well, Kenzo's got his bit of the front bumper off. I don't think mine's got much left on it. What have I got hiding in here? it's hanging by one solitary plug. Voila! They have one front Vectra bumper. Ah, it's been rumped in the front, this. Not that you would notice it, but it's had quite a hit. What headlight on that? This one's got like a dull headlight. Aye, that one. Take that one out, right, because we'll put this one in off this because it's much nicer.
I need to take that one out. No, don't need to take this.
Don't need to take that one out, that one's okay. But the other one's a bit skanky, but you've got the wing to come off that as well. And that's a rusty wing coming off that side. Wait, sound, we'll just go and bolt it back onto the side of the other one in a minute. Just with like 2 bolts, that'll do because it's rusty anyway. Doesn't really matter. Look, what else is to come off of this? The wings to come off that one, and the headlight and the bonnet. Right, okay, sound. Well, I saw the front end done on this one. Kenzie was just taking the wing bolts out. Of this delightful machine. What one are you trying to get? Is there one?
One at the back here.
Ah. Oh yeah, that was the one I just yanked the bumper off of, I think.
Okay.
Didn't I put that back in? That's a pain in the arse. That's not going back in, like. I don't think the other one had it on it. Take a look, we'll look at that now. Right, hold on. There we go, blue wing is off the donor car and making its way onto my car. Lovely! Oh, it looks so much better already. Get some more bolts into it. Okay, so we've got the blue front bumper on it, connected up. We've got the blue front wing on it pretty much connected up. Just needs a bolt to go in the bottom. Then we've got the bonnet to go on it. And we're running pretty much on time, and yeah, we'd better probably change your registration plate as well, you know. Probably should do that. Right, so all we've got to do now, done the bumper, done the wing, put the grille on it, we've just got to swap the bonnets over, which is a couple of 13mm bolts each. We'll just have to put this in the grass for now. Right, blue bonnet. Let's take it to the grass on that side. Now that'll do. Right, straight over to the motor. Just. Jubilee clips here, it looks like the pipes are the size for the water, but just trial close it, then slam it in and just that's way up at the back there, right, that needs a fair bit of adjustment. The thing isn't on right yet. The bonnet is on, it's all one colour. It needs a wee bit of fine tuning, but we're losing the light here big time, so we're just going to go for that as a success for tonight. Woohoo! 4 new tyres on it, got it in for its MOT, and changed the front end over so it's all the same colour again. So that's the car back to pretty much where it was before that unpleasant person rammed it into a lamppost. Have some of that! Denny. Hello. Hiya. The breakfast's in the house.